North Carolina is one of the fastest growing states in the country. From our stunning oceans to the large, lively cities and the majestic mountains, North Carolina's natural beauty attracts a ton of visitors and residents alike. Add to the mix quality education and an excellent job market, it's no wonder why over 100,000 people moved to North Carolina last year. But what are the best places in North Carolina to live? Well, we've done some research and we've compiled 5 cities that seem to frequent most of the lists, and we're getting after it right now.
Okay guys, so these 5 cities are not the 5 best cities, but they're just 5 cities that we chose to highlight for this video. The cities that we're going to be talking about today are Charlotte, Asheville, Wilmington, Chapel Hill, and Winston-Salem. All these cities have a little bit different vibe and something cool and unique to showcase. The first one we're going to be talking about is, of course, Charlotte, which is where we live.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. My name is Heather and this is Doug, and we are local Charlotte real estate agents, and we're licensed in North and South Carolina. And if this is the first time to our channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. That way you're notified each and every time we put out a new video. We're going to be putting out new videos every week on what it's like to live, work, eat, sleep, and play in Charlotte and the North Carolina area. So if North Carolina is on your radar, whether that be Charlotte, Asheville, or any of the amazing cities that we're going to talk about today, please feel free to reach out. Call, text, email, however you want to get a hold of us. We would be happy to help you no matter what area of North Carolina that you're moving to.
So Charlotte, North Carolina has arguably the best location of all of these fantastic towns, sitting about 2 hours from the mountains along the beautiful Blue Ridge Parkway and about 3 hours from some fantastic North Carolina beach towns. Charlotte truly has it all. Being one of the fastest growing cities in the US, there's definitely a ton of things going on. This city has something for everyone, from Broadway shows and high-end art galleries to professional sports like the Charlotte Football Club, the Charlotte Hornets, and even, of course, our beloved 0-6 Carolina Panthers. Charlotte also has 3 large lakes and is home to the U.S. National Whitewater Center and Carowinds Amusement Park, so there's tons of outdoor activities that you can enjoy in the Queen City. Another strong draw to this area is the airport. Charlotte Douglas International Airport is one of the busiest and largest in the entire country. Charlotte Airport continues to add nonstop flights to amazing destinations like Honolulu, Hawaii. You can literally fly just about anywhere in the world from Charlotte. It's a huge hub for American Airlines, so you're going to find a majority of the flights are handled by American. However, you'll definitely have no problem finding any airline that you prefer. This airport in Charlotte area is very accessible, giving business people and residents the ability to easily fly and visit family or take a relaxing vacation to the Caribbean. Charlotte also has a very strong job market with below average unemployment and a strong earning potential in the financial, tech, and health industries. There are also a lot of small startup businesses, and the hospitality industry and the restaurant business is continuing to grow here with fantastic culinary additions being made each month in the Charlotte metro area. As far as real estate, Charlotte has become a bit more expensive over the last few years. We were just under the national average on a median home price before COVID, but since that time, over the last few years, the Charlotte area has absolutely exploded, with well over 100 people moving to the Charlotte area every single day. We're now just over the national average, with the price of a single family home in Charlotte going for around $425,000. And the cost of an attached townhome would be closer to the $400,000 price point. The public schools in Charlotte are, as a whole, are not rated amongst the best in North Carolina. Actually, Niche.com ranked Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools number 44 in the state of North Carolina, but gives us an overall grade of a B+ based on academics, teachers, clubs, activities, diversity, college prep, and administration. However, there are some very good schools in the Charlotte area. You definitely need to do your research or hire an experienced real estate agent to help you with this process. We all know how important location and schools are when it comes to buying and selling real estate.
Next up on the list is Chapel Hill. Chapel Hill is a town built around the University of North Carolina Chapel Hill campus, and it's part of the Research Triangle with Duke University and NC State. It is frequently recognized as one of the best places to live, with great schools, beautiful homes, diverse culture, and a small town charm. Chapel Hill offers residents a lifestyle that easily blends work and play with a vibrant art scene, thriving nightlife, and close proximity to two larger metro areas, Raleigh and Durham. The housing market in Chapel Hill is booming, with all the people moving to the area in search of employment opportunities and better quality of life. Chapel Hill is currently a seller's market, so you'll find homes that tend to be priced a little bit higher and tend to sell a little bit faster. In fact, last month, September of 2023, 47% of the homes in Chapel Hill sold for over ask. Your median home price there is also well above the national average, and it comes in at about $636,000. With Chapel Hill being part of the Research Triangle, which is actually the largest research park in the US, it boasts a very robust job market and very low unemployment rates. So your unemployment rates are going to be around the 3%. So nationally, you're looking at about 6%. So that's well below the national average. And the job market in Chapel Hill is supposed to increase 39% over the next 10 years, with Chapel Hill being the second largest tech hub and the fifth largest life science hub in the US. Chapel Hill is often called a top foodie destination and has been named the foodiest small town in the US by Bon Appetit magazine. So you'll find tons of delicious restaurants with everything from Southern comfort food to mouth-watering world flavors. Chapel Hill also has a vibrant nightlife scene. You'll have happening nightclubs, college bars, breweries, and packed cocktail lounges there. And a lot of people don't know this, but Chapel Hill is also known for its music scene. So you'll find plenty of live music venues, as well as an abundance of restaurants and bars, and even coffee shops that offer live music. And it was also the home to James Taylor. Chapel Hill has been ranked one of the best school districts in all of North Carolina by niche.com. In addition to being number one in the state, Chapel Hill was also ranked 202 nationally out of over 10,000 school districts in the US. Chapel Hill earned its ranking based on factors such as test scores, graduation rates, the quality of their teachers, and overall diversity. Now, Chapel Hill may not be for everybody, but there is no denying that this gorgeous North Carolina city is highly sought after. And what's not to like with the amazing educational opportunities, the robust job market, and the close proximity to two large cities, as well as amazing food and plenty of entertainment options.
So Wilmington, North Carolina is the next one on our list, and Wilmington is another one of those fantastic North Carolina cities that comes up in a lot of conversations. Wilmington is located between the Cape Fear River and the Atlantic Ocean. Wrightsville Beach is actually considered the beach town of Wilmington, which is just a couple miles to the east of the historic downtown Wilmington area. It's a charming yet eclectic city with anything from typical bar pub food to five-star dining and everything in between. There's lots of shopping and lots to do in the city. It's also got a river walk, which spans about 2 miles along the river with some really cool shops and restaurants speckled along the way. They've got a super cool nightlife entertainment sector of town with a lot of bars, nightclubs, and restaurants that turn into hangout spots for college folks and young adults. They also have a brand new outdoor amphitheater downtown that was set up by Live Nation right near the water, so it's a super cool place to hang out with great views, and it's going to be bringing in new music, events, and entertainment to the city, so that's pretty cool. Now, of course, we do need to talk about real estate, and the real estate in Wilmington is still fairly affordable in comparison to the national average. The median single-family home price in Wilmington is around $365,000. So it's lower than the national average. And the Wilmington job market is also super solid with nearly 10% job growth and 40% wage increases over the past 5 years. So there's tons of things to do in this city, being close to the water. You've got access to all the water activities between boating, surfing, kayaking, paddleboarding, and even fishing. There's definitely something for everyone. As far as schools go, the schools in Wilmington are very, very good as far as public schools. New Hanover County School District is a highly rated public school district with close to 25,000 kids. It was actually rated by niche.com number 18 best school district in the whole state of North Carolina. Also, being a smaller city than a town like Charlotte or Raleigh, you're going to have a lot smaller class sizes, and so they're rated well, and they've got a really good student-teacher ratio than some of the smaller cities. Definitely something to consider if you're thinking about moving to the Wilmington area.
And we both have kids that go to UNC Wilmington.
That's right.
And it's a great little college town. Both of our kids absolutely love it. So definitely a great place to check out if North Carolina is on your radar. So Asheville is a place that shows up on a lot of lists, but it's also one of our favorites. Asheville is located just between the Appalachian and Blue Ridge Mountains, and it's best known for its outdoor recreation, its hospitality, its artsy residents, and the robust music scene that they have there. This charming city offers many perks of big cities, like tons of restaurants, breweries, music videos, and things to do. But you also get that small town feel with a population of just under 100,000. So there's no denying that one of Asheville's biggest draw is the access to all the epic outdoor activities you have there. There are rivers, hiking, biking, rafting, camping, anything you can imagine with the nearby mountains. We recently went up to Grandfather Mountain, so right now is peak time for leaves. So if you don't know anything about Grandfather Mountain, it is absolutely amazing. And it's great for those of you with younger kids that can't really take them on a long hike. You can drive all the way up the Blue Ridge Parkway to the top of the mountain, and then you can take an elevator up to this giant bridge that sits a mile above sea level. So this is great for your littler ones, and it gives you a chance to enjoy the mountains and the gorgeous views. And then when you're done there, you can take a trip down the mountain, and they have a small zoo and little nature center for the kids to enjoy. There's also some really great hiking and some beautiful waterfalls. One that we really like is called Catawba Falls, and it looks like you are in Hawaii. It's absolutely beautiful, definitely worth the hike. Another fun thing to do with the family is tubing. So we absolutely love it. There's a lot of rivers there and a lot of different tubing companies, and a lot of the rivers are very calm, so it's easy to take the kids on a 2-3 hour float down the river. And then you can finish it off with one of the amazing breweries they have there. So Asheville actually has over 30 different breweries. So it has more per capita than anywhere else in the United States. So one of our favorite breweries to go to is Wicked Weed. They have some amazing food. And Asheville is super dog friendly, very kid friendly. So you can sit out there, you can enjoy some of their craft beers, bring your dog and bring your kids after a long day of rafting on the river. It's also home to Highwire Brewery and Sierra Nevada Brewery. Asheville is also known for its live music scene. It's actually showed up on the best music city lists for ages. You can find live shows just about every weekend, and there's a lot of big name bands that frequent the Asheville area. So anytime you're strolling down a random street on the weekends, you'll see lines pouring out of these bars and restaurants with people waiting to see some of these live bands. And if you like some of the more historical aspects of Asheville, you'll love the Grove Park Inn. So the Grove Park Inn was built in 1913, and it took 400 men who worked 10-hour shifts over 6 days for a little over a year, and all they used was wagons, ropes, and mules, and they built this gorgeous hotel with granite boulders that still stands today. And not only is it a gorgeous hotel with over 500 hotel rooms, they also have a world-renowned spa and a great golf course and some amazing restaurants. And even if you're not staying at the hotel, it makes for a really fun day trip to go up there. It sits on the top of the mountain, so you can grab something to eat or you can grab a drink from the bar and go outside of the hotel, and they have seating, and it overlooks the Blue Ridge Parkway and all the gorgeous mountains, and you can sit out there and enjoy a drink or enjoy a nice meal. It's a really great place to go visit, even if you're not spending the night. Another really popular attraction is the Biltmore Estate. So the Biltmore Estate sits on over 8,000 acres of lush gardens and grounds. And you can tour this mansion, or you can stay at the hotel or the inn or the cottages there on site. They also have a great spa and great shopping at the Antler Hill Village. You can also wind down your day with an amazing meal and a glass of wine at the restaurant from their award-winning winery. And if you've never been to the Biltmore at Christmas time, it is absolutely gorgeous. They line this mansion with beautiful Christmas lights. There's lights throughout the garden. It's really a great place to go and see. Asheville also has amazing food. So foodies are always raving about Asheville and the culinary scene there. The city was named the best food city in America in 2020 by Food and Wine magazine. It also ranks #1 among Yelp's top U.S. food destinations of 2020. You'll find a lot of locally owned restaurants and a lot of farm to table food. All different types of cuisine. The job market in Asheville is also amazing. You'll find low unemployment rates here, and many of the jobs are in stable markets like healthcare and education. With the Mission Health System and the county school district there, they're among some of the area's major employers. You also have a great hospitality and tourism industry there that are very strong. Also, the Biltmore Estate. That company owns a lot of hotels, restaurants, and shops in the area, so you'll find a lot of the Asheville residents are employed with the Biltmore. For those of you that have little ones, many Asheville schools offer really high rankings. So the public elementary, middle, and high schools there in the county, and also the city of Asheville and neighboring Polk County, rank really high on greatschools.org and niche.com. Many of the schools there have A or B ratings, and there are also several private and charter schools to choose from. Currently, Asheville is a seller's market, which again means prices tend to be higher and the homes tend to sell faster. Your median home price there is just under $480,000, which sits just above the national average. So if you love the outdoors and the beautiful mountains, if you love food and historic charm, and amazing beer, wine, and music options, then Asheville should definitely be on your radar as a North Carolina city to settle down in.
Winston-Salem, which locals refer to as Winston, is a small city with a ton of southern roots. Recently rated by US World News as the 40th best place to live in the US, Winston-Salem, like Charlotte, enjoys the location in the center of the state, which gives residents easy access to the mountains and also to the beaches. This city is one of the most affordable places to live in the US, and it's constantly been rated as one of the best cities for first-time home buyers. The median home price in Winston-Salem is only $220,000, which is almost 40% below the national average. There's some very beautiful homes in this area, and you're going to get a ton more for your money than in some of the other areas that we've been highlighting in this video. This is an attractive city for young professionals and established families as well. Another thing that people really love about this city is that there is very little traffic, and so it's fairly easy to get around during the rush hour. Things are definitely a bit more spread out here, but there is much less people on the roads. So I definitely can't say that about rush hour in some of these other cities we've been discussing. So being only about an hour and 15 minutes from Charlotte, the residents of Winston-Salem still have fairly easy access to an international airport. And Winston-Salem has plenty of breweries and great restaurants as well. It's also only about an hour and a half drive from the scenic Yadkin Valley, which is home to a ton of fantastic vineyards and wineries. It also has a super cool downtown area with Arts District and tons of murals and public spots like Artivity on the Green. There's a street art festival throughout this district that everyone can enjoy. It's just got kind of a funky, artsy ambiance to it, but still a ton of southern charm and hospitality. It's super easy to find outdoor festivals and events at some of the parks throughout the city, and it's even been rated as one of the most diverse cities in the US. It was also recently voted by WalletHub.com as one of the safest cities in the US with a very low crime rate. So as you can see, this small, quaint town in central North Carolina has a lot to brag about, and that's why it's clearly popping up on the top of a lot of the best of lists.
All right, guys, that's all we have for you today. And we just wanted to remind you, as much as we love doing these videos, what we love even more is helping you with your real estate needs. So if you have interest in any of these 5 cities we went over today, or any city in North Carolina or South Carolina for that matter, please feel free to reach out. Call, text, email, however you want to get a hold of us. Our number is listed right below, and we would love to help you with your move to any of these areas. So until the next time,
Catch you later.